Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell. Know each and every time I drop a video, I'll be the first one to comment, baby. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Eva Marcille and Kevin McCall. We have been covering Kevin McCall and Eva Marcille custody battle this whole summer. So please go check out my Real Housewife Scoop playlist and check it out and catch up on Kevin McCall and all his drama. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the situation. It is crazy out here. Kevin McCall finally gets to court and he requested a court hearing, and he shows up to court and he ends up getting arrested because he cannot follow the rules. He didn't keep his eye on the prize. And why would he go to a court down south in Atlanta and act up when he know Eva Marcille is married to an attorney? And actually, I think Eva Marcelle's husband, Michael Sterling, was running for governor or mayor, whatever the situation may be. You know, he has connections with the courthouse, with the bailiffs, with the people that work in the courthouse, you know, the clerks and the whole 9 yards, the secretary, the judge. So you want to be on your best behavior. But Kevin McCall could not put down his cell phone because he had to record to IG to let us know what was going on and send a message to his daughter Marley. It seems like he didn't come there with a clear mind and a clear heart, and he wasn't focused on his goals. So let's just check this out.
That's what I thought. Take your badge off. Your ass up, crip. It's a bitch. Take your badge off. Hey, all sheriffs and cops, don't talk to me unless you're going to take your badge off and go lock yourself in a room. I'll beat you up on a crib. Going to get my baby. Just because you got a badge on me, you can talk to anybody any kind of way. You work for me, I'll pay taxes. Nigga. Don't ever let nobody make you think you can't check it. It's how you do it. And just don't break the law. I told you use a bitch and take your badge off. None of them gonna do it.
So yes, Kevin McCall, he was arrested because he didn't want to put down his cell phone, and basically he got into a tussle with one of the bailiffs or the sergeants that was there, and the sergeant's glasses were broken, and so he was charged for that too as well. So Kevin McCall was booked. He didn't even get a chance to talk to the judge or even go in the courtroom because he got into an altercation with the people outside the hallway, which is the, you know, bailiffs, the police, who's ever there at the courthouse. You know, he got into a confrontation with, and it went left. Eva Marcille, in return, was begging the judge not to give Kevin McCall custody, point blank period, talking about his mental issues and how violent he is in the whole 9 yards. And basically, she was just there. She was weeping and crying. But she lives another day and another happy day because, you know, the judge didn't have to rule on the case or decide whether Kevin McCall should get visitation rights or should he get joint custody, whatever the case may be, because Kevin McCall was arrested. Kevin McCall is the one that initially asked for this court date because he wanted to pay child support. He wanted to have joint custody, and he did not want his daughter Marley last name to be changed to Michael Sterling's last name. He wanted his daughter Marley to keep his last name because Eva told the world that she wanted to change her daughter's last name so she can feel a part of the family, like she doesn't have to feel differently because she has a different last name. And you know, that already went down with Kevin McCall. So he called a court date. He called the popos on himself. So Kevin McCall was booked. He was arrested on 5 charges, 4 misdemeanors: obstruction of the law enforcement officers, terroristic threats, disorderly conduct, and simple assault, criminal damage to property, 2nd degree felony that might be related to the eyeglasses being broke when the police and, you know, Kevin McCall fell down the stairs. So this was a crazy situation, like for real. And, you know, Kevin McCall has been going through it, and basically he's been online calling for help and just displaying all types of behaviors. You know, before he went to Atlanta, he was calling on Ricky Smiley. He was calling on other people to come and help him and support him in the court, that he needed some help because he felt outnumbered, he felt weak, and he needed some support. And plus, you know, he has some screws loose. It is what it is. But there's a lot of people out here that got screws loose that take care of their children and do a good job. But Kevin McCall, his tendencies and his behavior and his rants online, you know, really goes against him. And on top of that, he has burnt a lot of bridges. And then also Kevin McCall earlier this week, which was last week, I believe. No, 2 weeks ago, actually, Kevin McCall was on Instagram and Twitter, basically sending out messages to Chris Brown and to Brandy Norwood, you know, like he was saying goodbye. It was a cryptic type of message, like he was going to take his life, like he didn't think he was worthy of living on this earth anymore. So that's a whole situation. So he does have some issue. He does feel neglected, he feels abandoned, he feels alone, and you know, basically he wants to make it in the music business, and right now it's not happening. And then on top of that, he's not a part of his daughter's life that he wants to be a part of, but he needs to get some help. I wish he would have went to counseling before he even tried to get custody, and tried to work on himself too as well. But it is what it is. He's suing Eva for alienation. You know, he basically saying that it's against the law for her to take their daughter away from him, and you know, he hasn't seen his daughter since 2015 or 2014. I was just like, this situation is crazy, crazy, crazy. Then also Kevin McCall is facing charges too at the end of the year, because basically he inflicted corporal injury to a spouse or cohabitation. Basically whoever he was living with, you know, he did something that he didn't supposed to do to that person, and he was arrested. And you know, he actually was able to bail out, but that hearing is actually set for later on this year. So he does have some legal issues and some legal problems, but he was able to bail out of this situation. And this happened around January 2019. And now he's back locked up behind bars, and he has not posted bail yet. I don't know what's going on with this situation, but he's calling on Brandy, he's calling on Chris Brown, he's calling on Gucci Mane, he's calling on Ricky Smiley, he's calling on a whole lot of people, baby. I'm just like, yo, this situation just real crazy. And so he was arrested and booked. I know Eva's like, what is really going on? If I was Eva, I would not mention Kevin McCall's name at all, point blank, period. But if she wants to, that's her thing, that's her life. But I would not, you know, instigate or agitate somebody that actually have mental issues, and, you know, because you never know what their brain is telling them to do. He really needs to get some help, and this is Kevin McCall.
But he knows what's best for me. Although my weary eyes, they cannot see. So I'll just say thank you, Lord. You got to thank him. You woke up another day, right? I'll just say thank you, Lord. I may be outside sleeping on the ground, but I'm up another day. I'll say thank you, Lord. Will you complain?
No, I won't complain.
I won't complain, no. God bless you. You're going to get some food. You're going to get a little of your party shit too, but you're going to eat first. You're going to take care of your temple first, right?
Peace, one love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in a building, baby.